Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Nhung from Hanoi, and now the headlines as usual.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh orders more timely, precise, effective policy response. Nearly 60% of digital consumers in Vietnam use fintech solutions. Ho Chi Minh City's travel boom looming.
Let's begin the bulletin with the latest news. First of all, a report on activity by Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh chaired the government's monthly meeting on October 29, during which he requested policy response be made in a more timely, precise, and effective manner, pointing out considerable difficulties and challenges ahead, as well as mounting pressure from both inside and outside the economy. The cabinet members underlined the need for more flexible and proactive governance measures that adapt to the new context and match both domestic situation and common policy trends in other countries. Regarding tasks for the time ahead, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh demanded ministries, sectors, and localities stay proactive, coordinate closely with one another to handle obstacles, and quickly and effectively carry out solutions to achieve set targets. He also underlined the tasks of maintaining social security and order, preparing for diplomatic activities of party and state leaders, resolutely fighting corruption, and increasing communications to disseminate the party's guidelines and the state's policies, and actively deal with fake news and hostile viewpoints.
The northern port city of Haiphong has become more attractive in the eyes of both domestic and foreign investors, thanks to its concerted and modern development of socio-economic fields, transport and urban infrastructure, fair business and investment environment. A number of domestic investors have flocked to the northern port city, including Vingroup, Sun Group, and Flamingo Group. Haiphong's advantages and potential and flexible policies on investment attraction have helped the city lure more and more foreign investors, including those from the Republic of Korea and Taiwan, China. The Republic of Korea is the leading investor in both capital and number of projects, up to $10 billion out of the total of $80 billion. The Republic of Korea investing in Vietnam was poured into Haiphong city. As of late last month, Haiphong attracted 1.23 trillion Vietnam dong in foreign direct investment, equivalent to 50.12% of the set plan. Local authorities said Haiphong wishes to strengthen comprehensive cooperation with partners in building smart cities, e-government, education, healthcare, and human resources development, among others. After a long period of struggle due to COVID-19, Vietnamese enterprises have been receiving an increasing number of orders from Europe, Japan, and the US, and most are confident about posting double-digit growth in 2022.
After a long period of struggle due to the pandemic, Vietnamese enterprises have been receiving an increasing number of orders from Europe, Japan, and the US, and most are confident about posting double-digit growth in 2022.
Many European customers have come to order our products.
The pandemic was not so bad for many local enterprises as it helped them devise new business initiatives.
As the pandemic continued, we applied many technological measures to better serve our customers.
Vietnam's economy grew 8.83% in the first 9 months of this year, the highest for the past 12 years. Processing and manufacturing, the locomotive of its economy, rose 10.69%. The service sector also saw strong recovery, contributing over 54% to GDP growth. Disbursement of FDI capital rose 16.2% year-on-year in the period to $15.4 billion.
The result is a vivid illustration of the party and state's sound policies as well as the dogged determination of the entire political system.
However, Analysts have said that formidable challenges lie ahead for Vietnam's economy, including uncertainties surrounding the global economy and the risk of high inflation and higher prices for materials. With rosy growth in the third quarter, Vietnam is well placed to reach its growth target of 7.5 to 8% for 2022 as a whole.
Vietnam is the top market in adopting new technologies, in which 58% of digital consumers have used online banking solutions, as well as money transfer applications and digital banking.
According to the SYNC Southeast Asia report on digital consumers in Southeast Asia in the new stage of development, Vietnam has nearly 80% of the population represented as digital consumers. This is a period when Vietnamese digital consumers use more platforms than ever before, with the dominance of the e-commerce market accounting for 51% of online spending. At the same time, social networks account for nearly half of online discoveries, including images at 16%, social media videos at 22%, and related tools such as messaging at 9%. Vietnam is among the top markets in adopting future technologies such as fintech and metaverse, alongside Indonesia and the Philippines. Currently, 58% of digital consumers in Vietnam have used fintech solutions such as online banking, e-wallets, money transfer applications, and omnipotent digital banking.
Promoting economic diplomacy with Laos has become an important focus of the Vietnamese embassy and representative agencies in the country. It not only strengthens bilateral economic and trade ties, but also cements a great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two nations. Operating in Laos for a couple of years, this enterprise has not only generated jobs for people in Champasak province, but also helped them change production processes.
We have helped local residents with maize seeds and techniques in maize cultivation.
Laos is the largest recipient of overseas investments from Vietnam, with 211 projects receiving over $5 billion in registered capital. The Vietnamese embassy in Laos plays a vital role in promoting trade between the two countries.
We have carried out a wide range of support measures, including providing enterprises with information. This has helped them make a proper evaluation of the investment climate in Laos while developing cooperation with Lao partners.
Thanks to the special solidarity and comprehensive cooperation, coupled with the Lao government's favorable policies for foreign investment, both countries enjoy sound economic ties.
Both sides should work together to effectively implement strategic projects, which range from infrastructure development to transportation. This would contribute greatly to boosting connectivity between the two economies.
The Vietnamese government, ministries, sectors, and enterprises should also have their Lao counterparts to improve the country's business environment and bolster bilateral economic relations. A large amount of drip earth pile up at Dao River in the central province of Quảng Nam every flood season, while most locals collected for fire earth. Linh Ngọc Thuận, a resident in Hoi An ancient town, has used the debris to create sculpture, helping raise public awareness of environmental protection.
Floods leave all kinds of debris, including driftwood. It would be a waste to just collect and burn the wood. Before I started turning flood debris into artwork, I used to collect the wood for decor at homestays.
With considerable experience in the tourism sector, Phan understands the significance of sustainable tourism for the community. He decided to create sculptures and souvenirs by clearing driftwood from rivers and beaches. He creates his artwork with cooperation from artisans in the Kimbong carpentry village.
I can't make a buffalo from a piece of wood, so I try to make an abstract buffalo sculpture.
Driftwood has been turned into artistic pieces by the imaginative and skilled hands of Hoi An artisans.
I think it's a really creative way to use washed up and recycled wood. I think it's also like makes every piece unique, so not one is the same. I think that's really cool, and it looks like it would be a great gift. You know, if I was going back to the United States, I would definitely buy gifts like this for everyone.
I would never believe that such amazing artworks come from debris.
Is working hard to complete a 2,000 square meter exhibition space for his driftwood creations in the Traquae vegetable village, where he will tell visitors from far and wide about destroyed primitive forests. His recycled driftwood will also raise awareness about environmental protection in general.
Ho Chi Minh City travel market is forecast to boom later this year and early next year, especially during Christmas and New Year holidays, affording the city a golden chance to attract domestic and foreign visitors.
With advantages in natural landscapes and recreational space, the city's tourism sector is developing nighttime products and services apart from daytime ones to lure more visitors and increase revenue to its economy. Ho Chi Minh City is dubbed as a sleepless city, where visitors could chill out with a series of lively services round the clock. In the first 9 months of this year, the city recorded over $4 billion in tourism receipts, up 15.5% from the yearly target. More than 2 million foreigners arrived in the city, or 60.3% of the initial plan. The municipal tourism industry is also working closely with travel agents to welcome foreigners, as the end of this year is low season for domestic vacationers following the peak season in summer. Between now and the year's end, the department is also curating unique tours of each district and outlying district.
Considered a national treasure, the Lá Đề Chim Phượng roof tile is being showcased at an exhibition in the Thăng Long Imperial Theatre in Hanoi. Join us to take a look.
mọi thứ đều rất là chi tiết, từng ly từng tí một.
Tưởng tượng như đây là một bức vẽ chứ không phải là làm từ cái vật liệu thô cứng như đất đá nữa. Nó rất là mềm mại và nó rất là đẹp ấy.